Hey everyone, this is Luminous coming you guys with a pro Dota commentary. This commentary is affiliated with DC, and for more commentaries and content, check us out on DotaCommentaries.com. Man, I'm getting so good at saying that because I've been saying that for a while now. Nothing to do with this game though. This game is going to be between paiN and EnDs. EnDs on Sentinel, paiN on Skurse. paiN actually had a bad 2-game feature by me last time, so again, any paiN fans out there, I do apologize. Not gonna analyze the picks and bans because the picks and bans are ridiculous. I saw the heroes on Ghost Gamer Parser. I was like, okay, I gotta do this. No picks and ban analysis necessary because, as you will see in 1 second, it is gonna blow your mind. Before I get into this commentary though, I do want to let you guys know I actually haven't talked about DC for a while. We have 2 new commentators on DC. Silencer third pick, that's cool. Yeah, we have 2 new commentators on DC. They're Doc and Cold-Blooded. Very good up and coming commentators. So do check them out. I will put their link on the I guess the description box. Yeah, very talented commentators, and they do show them support because one day, like 1.5 years ago, I was just noob, but because you guys been supporting me, I'm less noob now, and I'm putting out commentaries. So if you guys want to see more and more commentaries, you know, hey, there we go. Omni Knight 4th pick, Meepo 5th pick. For the people that is watching live, I'm gonna pause this game at 9:22 elapsed, so take a moment to get there. Talk about the picks and bans in a little bit. Of course, not the pick orders and whatnot, but how these matchup will work against each other. So they do have an Omni Knight, they do have a Meepo, and that's all their late game goes. It looks like they're going to do a Silencer as kind of a semi DPS, which he kind of can because Ice Frog did buff the glaive a little bit. It does quite a bit of extra damage, so he hurts pretty bad. And also, if you look at the Scourge hero, they do have high armor heroes, but the glaive is pure damage, so it goes through armor. And also, if you look at the Scourge, not many BKB buyers, so the glaive damage is going to be guaranteed. It's not like they have a Shadow Fiend or something like that. That's gonna go BKB for sure. So in that case, of course, the Shadow Fiend can go, no, excuse me, the Doombringer can go BKB, but it's generally very unlikely, and I don't expect him to do so. So the Silencer can do the DPS there. Of course, the Omni Knight, you know, we all know he's pretty annoying. There will be an interesting mech clash between the Repel and the Doombringer. I'm like 90% sure that Repel, even though you cast it on the hero that the Doom is going upon, you'll still do damage. I'm not too sure about that. The mech fags out there could actually let me know. And then of course Meepo, I'll talk about the hero as the game progresses. And it's very interesting that how they have picked Meepo against Earthshaker, against Venge, and against Doom. Like, if you there's just many counters to Meepo, as we all know, and that's why he's never really picked. And let's see how the Meepo will do. Me on the Scourge team, very nuke heavy team. They're not very late themselves, but they are pretty good early game. They nuke so hard. In combination that level def, Push Fisher, Magic Missile, and the Nova, that Soul Assumption is going to be bouncing every 4 seconds. So he is going to be nuke happy, and it's really up to these. There's 3 or 4 healers on Sentinel. There's a Voodoo Restoration, there's the Shadow Heal, of course the Purification, of course, and the Meepo will also get the Mecha. So that's 4 healers on Sentinel versus very burst heavy. So offense versus defense, your guess is good as mine as how this game will progress. So I'm not going to spend too much time to kind of gravy this game up. So I'm going to be unpausing in 3, 2, 1, unpause. Not too sure how the laning phase is going to go though. Probably going to have a Meepo solo, a Silencer solo, and a tri-lane of Omni Knight. Tri-lane of healers. Ooh, actually, we're going to... Or maybe a solo mid Omni Knight. That's... I mean, Vegas does that a bit. No, looks like we're going to have a solo bot Meepo, and then a tri-lane top, and then solo mid. Yeah, as expected. We on the Scourge here, Venge. We're going to see a Venge, Visage, Shaker tri-lane, I'm guessing. And then the Lich and the Doombringer go into their respective solos. So definitely not the most standard laning because we don't have the standard heroes. Yes, we are going to see that Lich solo. You could definitely tell because he's going for the boots first, and then a healing salve. And he's going to get Dark Ritual at level 1. So he's going to deny 2 creeps before the creeps even see each other. So that's definitely going to slow down Geomancer. Geomancer is going to have an absolutely tough time against that Lich. I mean, even though that Lich has no regen item apart from that healing salve, there's really no way that Meepo can come in. He can't even use Poof to farm because really you have to stand next to enemy creeps for a little bit, and then Poof has a really long casting time. And yeah, he's going to take a lot of beating. So the bottom lane, I'm going to give advantage to the Lich. Meanwhile, mid lane here, we're going to have a Dazzle solo mid. Very interesting choice. I like this choice, though, because a lot of people think Dazzle is a good hero, and yes, he is. But unfortunately, he's only a good hero if you get all his spells. And most people put him in tri lane. He really needs a level 4 Grave, level 4 Shield, and level 4 heal, excuse me, and level 4 Shadow Touch or Poison Touch. So you really need desperately a lot of level. Of course, you want to pick up that ulti as well. It's definitely a very game-changing ulti. So solo mid is going to grab in the EXP, and he's going to fare alright against the Doombringer. Of course, you really can't stop Doombringer from farming. He is going to have that Devour, and he does have that melee stout shield. That is going to block a lot of damage. What Dazzle needs to do in this lane is just deny as much as possible and try his best to harass. But once that Doombringer picks up Ring of Health, and I think he will, he's going to have very easy time during farming. Looking in top lane, this is probably going to be the most very interesting lane. A silencer in the tri lane, but he's going to be playing as a support silencer, which is, I guess, a little bit going against my expectation here. Support silencer is not bad. So we see Invis Shaker going in. They're going to go against Omni Knight. A lot of healing in this lane. There's also a lot of pure damage. Purification is 360 pure damage, and also the glaive from the silencer is also pure as well. Let's see who is going to play the support. The Omni Knight playing the support, or we saw glaive first. Yeah, we saw glaive first on the silencer. Very interesting choice here. And I mean, if I was the captain on Scourge on paiN right now, I would definitely make an aggressive move, seeing Glaive first, because in essence, that silencer is just a glorified range creep. All he does is just range attack. Although it hurts a little bit, he's just a range creep. So it's 3v2 situation, even though you're going against a very defensive lineup of a cask and a purification, because you have so much burst damage, you have a nuke, you have a stun, you could really easily kind of go on the silencer, go on the Sentinel tri lane. I'm not too sure what paiN's waiting for. They should just make it go as soon as possible before these guys hit level 2, because once the Sentinel hit level 2, we're gonna see Voodoo Restoration pick up on Witch Doctor, a Repel on the Omni Knight, definitely a probably last word or curse on the silencer, and that's gonna be that lane in terms of killing it. It's gonna be a lot harder, like almost 2 or 3 times harder, because those level 2 spell being picked up. But Scourge just content to farm, and I have to say I disagree. No, they're gonna make it go on the silencer. Fisher, pretty good chance, but purification level 1 brought him down to very low HP though. He's at half HP already. He doesn't have a salve, and let's see if one of these supports gonna have himself. If they don't salve him up quickly, the Scourge team could definitely make a go. No, Venge is gonna turn back again. I disagree with its choice. Should just, because they have so many creeps on the tower, should just easily tower dive and kill that silencer. And you gotta keep in mind, he was at so low HP after taking a purification. So you gotta keep in mind that it's just very easy to kill the silencer. Nope, but now they all hit level 2. We have Voodoo Restoration level 1, and probably Curse of Silence being picked up by silencer. Yeah, there's no chance that they're gonna get a kill on the silencer anymore, because it's just gonna be so difficult. Looking at mid lane a little bit, 5-2 for the Doombringer, 13-1, very good CS. This is exactly what Dazzle needs to do. Man, he's denying like a champ right now. I just got to deny as I was looking on him. Yeah, but he's just clearly out-CSing Doombringer. Of course, Doom is going to have to Devour. I saw him actually leveling Devour up, or maybe he just skilled Devour actually a little bit later. So it's very interesting choice. I'm going to play close attention whether he's actually skilling Devour. It's generally not a good choice to skill Devour, because you really need level def, and you also very need Scourge Earth. Those spells really need a high level of it to actually be effective. So let's see how it's going to work out. Meanwhile, looking at Balmain here, Lich has quite a bit. He's only 7-1 and 11. I'm not too sure how this Meepos outlane Lich, unless I guess this Lich player hasn't really got familiar with the Lich animation. It's not the best animation in the game, but he's ranged, and Meepos melee. Meepos got level 4, and Lich is level 4, so I'm not too sure how that's happening, because Lich should be having so much level advantage through that Dark Ritual. So I gotta say, Lich is not playing well. Meepo is just having free farm almost, and it looks like they're gonna make a go on the top lane here. No, everything is gonna be okay. Very passive play, especially coming from the Scourge team. I don't like that, because Scourge team has an offensive hero. They have devices, they have the Venge. Looks like they're gonna make another go, but this is gonna be hard. There you go, Repel is gonna be dropped, but great block. Repel says whatever. Venge is gonna definitely get up. No, purification. Are we gonna have Soul Assumption? Oh, terror kill. Very well done by the Venge, picking up a terror kill first blood. How often do we see that, right? Now we're going to see a chicken, we're going to see Crow and very fast boots of speed, and that is going to help the Avenge in terms of roam. So very lucky. I say that was lucky for Scourge, because they should have got this first blood so early. I'm not too sure why they they waited for so long, and it didn't feel like the Sentinel had very good positioning either in terms of preventing a first blood. But you know, whatever. Looking at mid lane here, Shadow Fiend and Shadow Priest. I don't know why I'm calling them Shadow Fiend. Shadow Priest already hit level 6. Meanwhile, Doombringer only halfway to 5. He did get a magic bottle. Very interesting choice going for the magic bottle. I feel like Doombringer is one of those heroes, even if you're solo mid, you can scale up to your 800 roll so very quickly, so you can just go into Ring of Health. You don't even really need bottle, but, well, looks like he's going to probably play a little bit more roaming heavy Doombringer. I'm not too sure whether I like that either. I really like the Vanguard on the Doombringer. As to Doombringer, after you cast your Doom, you're pretty much useless as a hero. You're expected to tank, and really, you can't really tank with a bottle, right? You really need a tank with a Vanguard. Of course, there's many ways to play Doombringer. Doombringer is a very versatile hero because he does have the Devour. You can go Initiator as a Blink Dagger with the Centaur Stomp. As we see, a dive going on top lane here. Who are they going to go for? Going for the Silencer again. Great choice. Very low HP. He's going to take a Purification and Venge. Very low HP. Turn back. Oh, that Venge just played it a little bit bad. He's going to die to the Curse of Silence. Yes. And the reason I say that Venge is playing bad, you saw what happened there. Actually stood next to the Silencer. He knew the Silencer was going to get a heal dumped on him, so because of that, Venge took some pyro damage up his face and basically just fed. So that is the dangerous aspect of Purification. So high as the early damage nuke. Looks like Doombringer has one. No, Venge has went back to lane. I'm not too sure where Dazzle went. Dazzle grabbing the invisibility room. Looks like he's gonna try to gank the Lich. He should be very careful, especially if it's a 2-man gank against a Lich, because of that Chain Frost. Even though, yeah, Meepo has to hit level 6, so he's playing so aggressively, diving under tower. It looks like because of this, Lich knows that there's a solo missing mid hero missing, and he should play very defensively. Two Ring of Regen picking up. I'm not too sure whether he's going for a hood. Oh, this Lich is dead. Lich gonna be dead, and we're gonna see Meepo just making ways there. He's gonna be really careful though for the Chain Frost. So is it gonna be a poison touch? Where's that poison touch? There's a net, and there's a slow. Okay, Chain Frost, very good disperse, very good disperse, and it looks like Meepo comes in. I'm actually missing it. Oh, so that Chain Frost didn't kill any hero, but at the very least, this saved his life. So that is pretty important. Meanwhile, on the top lane here, another Fissure drops on. Looks like a level 2 Impale. They're gonna go on the Witch Doctor instead. Witch Doctor yeah, he takes a Purification. Looks like Venge is gonna die one more time to that Curse of Silence. No, he's juking the trees. He's actually tangling it up, and they're gonna go for Silencer. Trying to make the kill here, but he doesn't know he's tangling. Yes, are they gonna have cooldowns? Another Repel goes on Silencer. Silencer is that Repel is gonna wear off so very quickly. No boots of speed though. Oh, Fissure actually not stopping anything, but did stun the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor is gonna. Ooh, is there a good Grave Shield? No, he's actually out of mana, and that Maledict is doing some significant damage. Ooh, both people just turning back and forth. Oh, Visage, be careful. You do have the Maledict on you, and you are going to take a significant amount of damage. So, very interesting choice at the Omni Knight skill level 2 repel. I definitely would have gone for level 1 Degen Aura. Of course, Degen Aura not the best skill against range heroes, and it's predominantly range on the other side of things. But because they're diving so closely, and they're also practically ignoring the Omni Knight, they're diving past Omni Knight. That Degen Aura could actually be helpful. The AOE I believe is like 350. Was it 400? It's definitely pretty respectable AOE for a melee aura. So. And I feel like the level 2 repel, I mean, of course it lasts a little bit longer, it reduces the cooldown a little bit, but I don't think it's vital. If you cast at the right time, and he is really casting at the right time with the Silencer, it really doesn't matter. That repel didn't really save Silencer's life just there either. And even if that repel saved the Silencer's life, I think I was still gone for a Degen Aura. It makes it a little bit defensive, especially when the Scourge heroes are ignoring that Omni Knight. So that's what I think. But we want Doombringer at the mid lane. He's farming up. Looks like he is going to go Vanguard. So Bottle and then Vanguard. As I missed a Mystic here, my apology. And that was probably a good Meepo play. I actually really pay attention to this Meepo. Meepo already got treads. Looks like he's going to go for a Headdress. Oh, Doombringer is going to find a Dazzle. Is he going to be a Doom though? Doom, come on, let's go. No Doom, okay. Okay, and he's gonna be okay now. There's no point to Doom this Dazzle anymore. Yeah, so gonna keep my close eye on the Meepo. Let's see how he's gonna be playing. He's actually playing pretty well. I saw he was doing some pull. He was doing some jungle play earlier, and he's actually keeping a Meepo in the fountain. Not too sure what that's about. Should actually have those Meepos going round and round. And if you have good enough micro, if you could spare the micro, might as well actually play him like a semi Visage gank with the other Meepo, farm with one, and that's how good Visage player plays. Visage is one of those few heroes in the game that could gank across the map. And Meatball is also the other hero that could do it as well. So if you have good enough micro, and I'm pretty sure this pro player would. No, he's actually spending his micro at the bottom lane, getting some net on that Venge, and Venge goes down. And actually Meatball picking up kills. Meatball a 2-0 streak, and he's going to just poof these creep wave and go for a tower push. Meatball playing an exceptional game, despite that he's not helping out his team very much so. You can see that he's applying pressure, and the pressure is it's a very underrated thing that, again, doesn't show up on the scoreboard aside from the tower count. He's applying pressure, but no, big dive on the top lane here. Chain Frost bouncing like crazy, but actually Repel here is blocking two crucial bounces that would definitely kill the Omni Knight. So really well done. You can see that this Omni Knight pick showing to be very, very effective against a multitude spells coming from the Scourge. But I think regardless, this spell, this tower is going to go down. Good curse dropped on 3 hero. These 2 birds forced to land. And let's see if this tower is going to go down. Glyph is being popped. Tower is focusing on the Lich, so a lot of damage being done. Good aggro shift from the Lich, and it's going to result them into taking 1 tower. So 1-1 tower in the count, and it looks like Meepo doing his dirty work at the bot lane. And this is what I mean by Meepo play. Having 1 farming in jungle, and then having 1 in lane. Just because really both Meepos could gain EXP. And if you just farm 1 here, and then farm 1 in lane, then you're basically, you know, almost doubling your EXP, which is very, very important. As a Meepo, you want to hit 11, you want to hit 16 ASAP when everyone else is, you know, level 8 or level 13. You could just really pound on them because you have the level advantage and because there's 4 of you and 1 of them. So Meepo doing an exceptional job. I really love Meepo. As a hero, I actually wanted to play it in that GGNet show match, but my team wouldn't let me pick it. So actually, I'll talk about why I wouldn't. Actually, I talked about why I didn't pick Meepo. Real fast, I'm casting this game EnDs versus paiN after I casted GG.net versus GG.net versus DC staff show match. But I think I'm gonna upload them out of order, so I might make some reference to that game, and it didn't make sense. But in that game, I explained why I couldn't play Meepo. I really wanted to. But anyways, the reason I like Meepo so much as a hero is that because he could have that global presence if you want. He can push the lane very, very hard if you want. So he's a very versatile in that nature, and he's also a very, very difficult hero to play. I love playing difficult to play heroes such as Invoker, Enchantress. It just makes the game a little bit challenging. It makes it a little bit more fun. I'm not sure whether you guys are in that nature. Very good job, well done by the Meepo. Realized that the clock was turning, you know, 50 something, and then he just did a pull, spent 10 seconds of his time, and basically doubled his income. And again, double EXP as well, and EXP is again very, very huge thing for the Meepo. Looks like he's actually microing something back. Yeah, microing the here Meepo back from mana, and then poofing this one for more XP. Meepo number 3, no. Missing a little bit point of XP. Both teams just farming for a bit. Let's see how the creep and item progression. A lot of you guys tell me that I need to do creep checks more often, and I agree. I always find like I'm running out of time to say everything that I want to say, so I'm gonna try my best to do creep checks here. Not too much going on. This is 3-2 in 13 minutes. Definitely a very, very slow game. So creep check, 38 on the Meepo, 37 on the Dazzle, 39 on the Silencer. Very even farm on Sentinel. Meanwhile on Scourge, 59 on the Doom, 47 on the Lich, and that's it. So I say farm is very, very even. Of course, Scourge is dividing it between 2 heroes. Meanwhile, Sentinel divided between 3. Doombringer picks up the Vanguard. Let's see, Smoke of the Sea on the Shaker. Lich has a Lich is going for a pipe. They're going for a Hood. I'm not too sure what a Hood first is necessary. If you look at the Sentinel lineup, right, they are very, very defensive, which explains why there's only 3-2 as a sword. No, they got Blink Dagger first on Geomaster. Did I just see this? Blink Dagger initiation getting on the Doom. Doom cast your shit, man. He does cast it. There's a Doom on the Meepo, and looks like the Doombringer is gonna live. And let's see how good this Meepo micro is. And Doombringer is, he's gonna die. No, purification. Repel. Actually, yes, repel prevents Doom damage. Okay, so I was wrong. Yes, great micro from the Doom, man. Exceptional play, exceptional. Did he have a grave on him? Is that why he didn't? No, he definitely did not have a grave on him. Really, really, really well played. Wow, man, that just opened my Blink Dagger first, the most offensive build on the Geomancer. Most Geomancer would go into, you know, I'll get the Mecha first, I'll get the Vlads first. No, but Blink Dagger first, initiating on the Doom. Wow, beautiful, beautiful play from the Meepo, and this Meepo is just gonna be deadly as a ganking force. And I don't know if I'm this Venge right now, I'll be scared as shit. If I'm anyone on the Scourge team right now, I'll be scared because you just saw how effective it was. Doombringer barely lived that out with a good Doom, and then a very very good Fisher blocking off, but also very good play from Sentinel. Realizing, oh, I didn't even know Repel could block through Doom. So my apology for that mech problem there. And it looks like Blink initiation going on the Doom here. Meepo, oh, missing those poof. That is a little bit crucial because you're losing a lot of damage, but there's a lot of net. There is that minus armor, which synergizes so well with that Doombringer, and that Doom is going down. One man gank. One man gank. You know what, Meepo, today I saw the thread on Play Dota, and the thread says, what do you think is the best tri lane out there? Oh, what a very good micro. I'm not too sure what. This is a very subtle move. He saw the Lich coming, and a lot of other Meepo player would have just boxed all three his Meepo and ran in a single direction. And if that happened, he would have taken a Chain Frost to the face. However, instead he boxed two of the Meepo and ran, and then kept one of the Meepos back. So if a Chain Frost, it would not bounce as much. So really, like, that's a very subtle move. I'm not too sure whether that was on purpose. It was so subtle that I'm not too sure it was on purpose. But anyways, going back to my original point, today on Play Doh forum, I saw what do you think is the best tri lane? Man, the best tri lane is 3 Meepo according to Link 115. We had a discussion about that. That is a pretty tough tri lane, man, especially when one of them has a Blink Dagger. Sick tri lane. I think the best tri lane in the game is as we see a Repel on the Meepo. We're gonna see some blinkage action going in, poofs coming from the Meepo. Man, great micro. Lich goes down without casting his ultimate. Very very huge. That is gonna make his tower push so very easily. But going back to that Play the thread, my favorite tri lane is actually SA, PA, and CK. All blink strike at level 1. Just go in the lane and then just go where you at. Blink blink blink, and they're all dead. Always work. I definitely try it out, and I actually try it out in house. And again, Repel going the Meepo, initiating with the Meepo. I mean, this game is just an eye-opening move, right? Especially in Chinese play, we see the same 25-30 hero each and every game, but you can see that this Meepo, so effective, so effective. Of course, I have to knock on the Lich play. Did not keep the Meepo down as he should. That's a little bit of Lich's fault, and we'll see though, because Meepo great ganker as we're seeing right now. He's just ganking like an absolute champ. But in terms of team fight, let's see how good this micro is, because team fight is where everything gets hectic. There's no way you could keep track all 4 of your Meepo, especially when there's like crazy like animation spells such as Doombringer, as fire, and then Fishers and Echo Slams and Illusionary Orbs and Illusionary Orb. Puck's not even in the game, but you guys know when Chain Frost are on around, there's just gonna be so many spells that you're gonna just lose track of your Meepo, and that's when personal experience. That's when I lose my Meepo the most during team fights. I have no problem ganking with the Meepo. It's just during team fights, it's just you don't know what's going on. Like, you have to keep control of all your Meepo. So we'll see how this Meepo player is gonna do when he's playing. When it's doing a team fight. So if you're wondering how to do that Meepo combo that he's pulling off so very expertly, basically you actually cast your poofs a split second before you actually use your blink dagger. So you poof your other Meepos onto your main Meepo, and then you blink. And as soon as you blink, oh, Meepo getting a kill somewhere, solo killing, and great micro, moving the Meepo back, and there you go, Net's coming in, and he can actually come in with his other Meepo. There you go, Net's going, oh, great stuns though, but that is not going to save him, as we see a mega kill streak being picked up by the Meepo. But at the same time, we're going to see a tower going down at the mid lane, also a tower going down on the top lane. Both teams I guess they're okay to trade tower, but Scourge, Scourge is definitely getting something extra out of it because they're actually down. They really need to take down this tower now before someone comes. Did not come on, right click the tower. Yes, Lich gets the kill here. And that is going to be, they're going to go back with using the dust very defensively, just run back with that MS bonus. But yeah, going back to that Meepo combo, you poof and then you blink in, and then your Meepos arrive with a lot of burst damage, and then you could just cast Net. Very, very easy combo afterwards. Tap through your keys or use hotkeys, F1 through F4, whatever you want. Just it's not that hard after you get that combo a little bit practice. So we can see that this Meepo definitely has practiced a lot. And Meepo, Oh, looks like we're going to have a gank in the forest. Who are they going to focus? They really need to chain stun well. And are they going to chain stun well? Good chain stun. It looks like this meepo might be on the warpath. No, they actually TP the main meepo out, so no offensive power in terms of the blink. And that is the third kill. That's the third kill picked up by the Scourge team in like 14 minutes. They haven't got a kill outside of the laning phase. That's how oppressed down, especially considering that they have heroes such as Chain Frost, Echo Slam, or Lich and Earthshaker. That is so odd that you don't see ever any kills, or you don't see any kills being picked up. That is such an odd thing, right? Especially there's such a burst heavy team, and that is due to having so many healers on Sentinel. Again, 4 healers, well 3 right now. Oh no, 4 finish. Geomancer has his mega finish, and that's huge. So that's 4 heal on the Scourge. No blink dagger initiation on, and there we go. Poof, and that essence, yeah, the poof came in after. And Chain Frost, there we go. Chain Frost killing the meepo, and that is a significant reduction in the Sentinel's DPS, and then go for Silencer. Silencer is going to go down as well. Great stuns. Oh no, Force Staff. Oh, Force Staff not long enough. And that definitely won't go into that Luminous Force Staff intro, as only the Pro's Force Staff by Luminous and Ian James Barnett will go into it. Meanwhile, Doombringer being chased by a mega slow. It looks like great communication coming from the Sentinel team using the Dazzle running into the Purification to do a lot of damage. But anyways, not that important to point out. But that was a little bit of a 2-baller of an initiation for the Sentinel. The Sentinel definitely need a pipe right now, because a lot of magical damage from the Scourge team. Chain Frost, Echo Slam, like I pointed out earlier. And that's what I mean. Like, meepo, very good. Gangrass sweep blinks in. Got the Doombringer. Doombringer takes... Ooh, there's a Fisher bailing out. Oh, a lot of heals bailing the meepo out. And he's going to be okay. Also, Grave on one of the meepo as well. So, Blink Dagger just... Even if the meepo died there, I think well... I was going to say it wouldn't be a bad trade, but actually I'll take that back, because Meepo is a pretty important hero right now. But this is where I mean about Meepo hitting 16, and I'm going to pull down the menu here. Level 8, level 12, level 11, level 11, level 9. And that is a true essence, the true power of Meepo. Meepo right now can do whatever he wants. It looks like they're going to do for the Roshan. They could go for Roshan if they want to, or they go for the, go for the... Tier 2 tower if they want. Anything is possible. Looks like we have a Medallion of Courage. Is it the meepo picking up? Tell me it's the meepo picking up. I can't click on the meepo because the Doombringer's here. No, not the Medallion Courage. Do you have a Chain Frost? A lot of AoE damage being dropped upon, and also there's being the heal. Weave is actually giving them a lot of armor. Meepo picks up the Aegis, and Cass going up, bouncing like crazy though. Are they gonna have a Blink Dagger initiation? They should. No, Meepo actually going for the Doombringer instead. He should be very Oh, Meepo, net goes off, misses. Net number 2, net number 2, net number 2. Meepo, come on. Micro, he's actually probably microing his main Meepo. And, man, the Sentinel team actually is forcing a lot of spells on the Meepo to actually keep him alive. But, oh, he's dropping those nets. Poof combo. Here we go. Global Silence drops, and Lich melts in that poof. And looks like this Shaker is going to go down. Let's see if he's going to cast, though. He is going to cast. Doom is going to go on the Meepo. But the Meepo does... I'm not too sure actually Repel actually blocked damage, because actually was steadily losing HP, but then I'm not too sure whether it was Visage that's killed him, So I'm not too sure. So Visage goes down. So again, I need 100% confirmation whether Repel blocks Doom. I'm not positive, because I know BKB doesn't block Doom, or maybe it does. Maybe it blocks the damage, and it doesn't block the silence though. So. There we go, Meepo doing his dirty work, taking out the entire Quick Wave in 1 second. Not many hero in Dota that could do it. Like a very farm Deuce could do it, a Shadowfiend could do it, and also Meepo could do it. But man, no one ever picks Meepo, so no one ever know that little gem. But anyways, I was jizzing on that Medallion Courage. Looks like Witch Doctor has picked up. I love Medallion Courage on Meepo, especially when you get him immobile target and you just sit him there. Who is this Brave Flow TPing? And that is the Earthshaker. Drops off a big ultimate and the Fisher as well, and they need to kill this Meepo. Meepo does not have the Aegis anymore. Was forced to use it in the last team fight, but the Sentinel team doing an exceptional job keeping these Meepo alive. Individually, these Meepo are a lot of HP, but because they're taking AoE spells constantly, they are just, they need a lot of healers, and it wasn't surprising at all that the Sentinel picked up 3 healers just to go along with the Meepo. So really, I really love this strategy. It's working out really well for EnDs. And then paiN's yet on the short end of another butt rape. Apologize to fans or paiN fans. I'm not picking these games on purpose. I'm picking Meepo games from on purpose. And so Doombringer, let's see how Doombringer is progressing as far. I'm doing another CS check. 107 creep kills on the Doom. no, excuse me, 107 on the Silencer. Wow, a lot of good farm from the Silencer. 96 on the Doombringer, 72 on the Lich. And now we start to see the Lich, even though he's farmed, he doesn't do much because, like, what do you need to get on the Lich, right? It's good to have a Aga, I'm guessing, but really, after your pipe or after your defensive item or after your mecha, and they don't even need a mecha on Lich because the Vices got it. Like Lich, all that 72 creep kills is pretty much done. So all the Doombringer have, all the Scourge have is a very farm Doom, and very farm Doom is good. I just don't like this build. Sacred Relic, a Radiance build on Doombringer. I don't like it. Why? Because the Sentinel team could just kill the Doom so quickly. Like, just doesn't meepo poofing, he'll just last 3 seconds, maybe 2. Like 3 at max, 4 if he's lucky, right? He would just die so quick. That Radiance damage is gonna do what? 160 AoE damage. You're gonna pay like 5k gold just to do that solo damage. This is why I don't think, like, I think Radiance on Doom is not bad, but only if you're soul tank. Yes, they do have the Frost armor, and that's definitely gonna help out against the Meepo in terms of the physical damage. But right now, Meepo, you gotta keep in mind he's a very, very hard nuclear as well. So I just don't like this choice. Maybe if he had a hood on him as well, or maybe a cloak, then it would be okay. But he's going naked. Like, aside from the Vanguard, he's almost going for the naked Radiance. He have boots, and that's it. Treads would definitely be very, very helpful. Looks like Meepo with the Blink Dagger is going to take up yet another tower kill. Let's check out how Meepo's farming. Meepo with the consecutive poofs, only 90 creep kill, but he does have quite a bit of neutrals, 54 neutrals, 55 neutrals, really high amount of neutrals. And this is a hallmark of a good Meepo play. When you have a lot of neutrals, a lot of hero kills, and a lot of creep kills. Like Meepo, you are a global hero because there's 4 of you, man. This is so insane. Need to be microing them. But anyways, looks like the Sentinel is gonna make a siege on the Scourge Tower, and I believe this is a good choice because Doombringer is starting to get a little bit scary. I mean, even though I don't like that Radiance choice, it's still a Radiance, right? Radiance is never really a bad item. And also Meepo is one of those heroes. He's a very mid-game hero, especially because he hits level 16. Like, very similar to a Shadow Fiend, Meepo is one of those heroes that reaches his peak a lot faster than every other hero in the game. That's where his strength lies. Like Shadow Fiend, the reason that he's such a good carry, like, he doesn't have really good stats gains. He doesn't really have good animation or anything like that. The reason he's good is because he can farm so fast. Oh, Blink Dagger initiation. There we go, the silence. And looks like they're going to kill off the Shaker first before anything happens. That's huge. And there is that Chain Frost doing so much damage. And Meepo healing the Meepo Shadow Grave. And we're going to have they actually doomed the Omni. A very interesting choice. Swap the Lich, trying to save the Lich though. Meepo's still alive, and they're gonna pick off the Vice Edge. Pick off versus net though, and Meepo's taking so much damage. Great Force Staff and great micro from the Meepo player. These Meepos so low HP, but none of them dead. Wow, triple kill. Was that double kill? I don't even know what amount of kill, but that was well played by the Meepo player, keeping every single low Meepo alive, keeping them out of harm's way. Great baller initiation. All these heroes, such as cute Shockwave from the Doombringer, all these heroes that we see on the Sentinel team mostly are played defensively. Of course, the Witch Doctor casts very defensive spell. Shaker comes in. Let's see if he's gonna drop his ultimate. Unfortunately, he doesn't drop in the center of everything. He gets silenced, and we're gonna see the Meepo train coming in. Mecha trying to heal, but he is gonna go down. Meepo is just an absolutely train right now. He's just running over people. Or do they have a Mecha finish? Not a Mecha, excuse me. A Vlats. No Vlats finish. Very interesting choice. A 27 Meepo. Oh, Meepo! Oh, Meepo! Don't scare me there, man. Meepo's going to be okay. They're going to pick off the melee racks and the range racks, or they're going to probably back off now. They're going to be fine. Yeah, they're going to be fine. So very quick racks from a non-pushing team. But yeah, going back to my previous point, the Sentinel team is a very defensive team by nature. Of course, the healers, I mean, healing is just a defensive thing, but they're using it so offensively, right? They blink in with the Meepo, global silence goes off. They do have the repel on the Meepo, and then there's cast flying in. There's a purification on the second and third Meepo, and it's just so much havoc. Like, you don't even, like, if you have a Dota Nightmare, you may think like, oh, I'm getting ganked by Doom. He's dooming on me. He's hitting me really hard. Like, that might be one of your Dota Nightmares. But I'm pretty sure no one would ever have a Dota Nightmare of a Meepo blinking at you. Or maybe he would. I don't know. but we don't ever see Meepo in pub play. Of course, we never see it in pro play. Man, bring it back. I'm just so impressed. Of course, I think back in the point 5 something days, where, as we see, Witch Doctor is so low in HHP. He is voodooing up, but that repel is going to run out soon, and he's going to die. Cast goes off, but there you go. So anyways, yeah, we did see Kuroki play Meepo back in a 6.5 X day. Of course, that was like a year ago. And for a while, Meepo was auto ban. Not auto ban, but if you're playing against Kuroki, you will ban Meepo. Like, that's how scary Meepo was. And maybe people actually forgot how baller this hero is if you actually play it correctly. Of course, it requires certain conditions, and one of the conditions is you have to have a very, very dominating Meepo ganking around. And was that a Hex? Hex on a Meepo and Hex on the Shadow Priest, man. paiN is getting stomped, but they're getting stomped brilliantly. Going against the grain. Blink Dagger first, Mecha second, Guinsoo third on the Meepo, and he's, I mean, in any stage of this game, I would have got, I really want that lifesteal from the Vlads. But, like, you know what? Lifesteal is not even necessary because I got 3 healers backing me up, but dual Guinsoo in dual Guinsoo, I'm like, I don't even know how to pronounce it anymore. Dual Guinsoo in 30 minutes. And that is, that's a sign that you're getting stomped. So, unfortunately for paiN, they are in for another game. I think this is going to be a GG push. Silencer just camping at the secret shot. 3 Guinsoos in 30 minutes. Man, scores 27. It's not the worst stomp I've ever seen. I mean, definitely seen worse stomps compared to this, but damn. Okay. I mean, any other team would have just say, well, we could just wait for the Roshan. It doesn't matter. But right now, like, right now, the Sentinel team smells blood. Meepo pushing bot. The 4 teammates pushing top. I'm not too sure what Silencer is doing yet. He doesn't have enough go for BOT. So, okay. This Silencer, I mean, I don't even need a Silencer, really. Even though Silencer do a significant amount of DPS through his really high intelligence. All Silencer really needs to do is pop that silence, global silence at a very opportune time. Sentinel playing this very smart still, even though they're really ahead. They're making the Meepo push bot, and then of course the big creeps are mid. They're forcing the Sentinel to actually make an action. They're gonna blink action, gonna go in for the Meepo. Meepo taking so damage. He doesn't have the global signs goes off. They're gonna try to pick off the Meepo, pick off the Earthshaker. Earthshaker goes down immediately, and they're gonna transition right off to the Vice. Vice is getting so many damage. Lich, can you catch a Chain Frost? Can you catch a Chain Frost? Or maybe have you cast a Doombringer? Not tank enough. There you go. The Radiance doesn't do enough for you in terms of tanking. I believe that's the game. Doombringer actually casting the... Oh, there we go. GG's being... Oh, GG's not even being called. And then Lich just leaves. So, very interesting choice that the Doom is casted on the Omni Knight. I mean, I guess that's a good choice because if you cast on one of the Meepo, it doesn't matter because he still have 3 more to work with. And there's really no one else you want to cast. I actually think Witch Doctor might not be a bad choice. Because yes, Omni Knight, he is really annoying in terms of casting all his spells, but I feel like all those Dooms on the Omni Knight are slow. Like, of course, the Repel is already casted, the Purification is casted soon after, and I think Omni Knight actually cast his ulti in that fight as well. So, I mean, and I really love this combo from Sentinel. Healers and a Silencer plus a Meepo. Because if you think about it, right? If you see a Meepo blink in, what is your first reaction? Nuke the shit out of it, right? That's your first reaction. But no, when the Meepo blinks in, there's a global silence to follow. So really, there's nothing to do. So Meepo is free to pick off whoever he wish. Mostly the Earthshaker, the Lich. Great choices to pick off because they do massive AoE damage. So after you pick off the hero, the global silence goes off. You're like, yay, I can nuke the Meepo now. Nope. Last word. 1 nuke every 3 seconds, and then you're like, oh fuck. And then of course, even if you nuke the Meepo down, between the exceptional micro of this, who is this guy, man? I need to learn his name. 1618 to go, man. To go me. Is this the Meepo player? Okay, yeah, 1618 Golden Mean. Oh man, I don't even know what this name means, but he's playing good Meepo. But yeah, but between this guy's good micro, also all these heal coming from Sentinel. He's not gonna die, and I mean, very expert play. If you want to play Meepo, watch this game. And Blink Dagger first, so aggressive. I don't think you can pull this game, pull this kind of performance even in pubs, because it requires a certain level of good coordination. Unless you're really good at with your friends at coordinating. This is, I mean, definitely recommend you guys try it out. So nothing else to say. I really don't like the item choice on the Doombringer. Yes. I mean, paiN right now, they're making, like, last game where they had a Blink Dagger Doom, and this game they have Radiance Doom. I feel like the best thing you could do in this situation is get like Blade Mail. Yes, you're not gonna kill the meatball. You're doing, like, you're trying to do as much damage to the Scourge Sentinel team as possible. And you know, of course, right now everyone has green suits. They have mega damage. But if you imagine the team fight maybe 15 minutes ago when the Scourge team didn't lose a rack yet, none of them had none of the Sentinel here had you know, significant DPS yet. If you could kill the meatball, the Sentinel team does not have any DPS. Like Witch Doctor, Dazzle, Omni Knight, and Silencer. Like, there's not much DPS to go around between those 4 healers, right? Or you know, support heroes. So if you could successfully kill off the meatball, you're good as, you know, you're good as won the game. So, and if you think about it, Blade Mail is a pretty cheap item. It's like 2k gold. I think, yeah, it's 2k gold. You could really easily pick it up. Of course, the Lich could pick it up, the Doom could bring it up, and the Shaker could kind of work towards it. So, you know, I just feel like sometimes you gotta go different items, especially if you're getting pwned upon by different heroes. So I think Blade Mail would have definitely, it won't be the answer to Meatball, but it would definitely help a lot against it. So, you know, that's it. Hope you guys enjoy this exceptional Meeple play. I'll go back and watch this replay again, man. Very fun game. Hope you guys enjoy the commentary. And again, check out Jock and Cold Blooded, 2 very new commentators. Go support them, and then give them comments, give them feedback. Treat them the way that you guys treated me in the past. Definitely, I do appreciate your kind words and you know, and generosity in terms of giving me feedback and whatnot. So do give them the feedback that you gave me, and hopefully that we can see more and more commentaries as well. So again, this commentaries affiliated with DC, and for more commentaries and content, check us out on Dota Commentaries.